Welcome to another Vellum tutorial. Today we're going to demonstrate how to import a manuscript into Vellum. While it is possible to write a book from scratch in Vellum, in many cases, authors choose to draft their manuscript in writing software. A manuscript is a file designed for writing and editing. When you import a manuscript into Vellum, it begins its transformation into a beautifully formatted book designed for reading. Let's get started. When you open Vellum, you'll see its startup window. Press Import Word File to bring up the Open panel, which allows you to find your manuscript. Before importing your manuscript into Vellum, double-check that it's saved as a docx file. When you press Import, Vellum will review the content of this file to find chapter breaks and other formatting. Now, in addition to your manuscript, you have a Vellum file. To ensure that Vellum is able to detect your book's structure on import, you can use some basic styling in Word. For example, to indicate a new element, such as a chapter, use Word's Heading 1 style. In our tutorial on preparing your Word document, we go into more detail about how to style a manuscript for a smooth import. You can find a link to that tutorial in the description to this video. If your manuscript doesn't follow the guidelines covered in our preparing video, you may see some unexpected results on import. If that happens, you can clean up your book right in Vellum. In this example, Chapter 1 has been split into a chapter and an uncategorized element. To merge these elements, select Chapter 1 in the navigator. Then hold down the Shift key and select the untitled element that contains the remainder of the chapter's text. Now go to the main chapter menu and select Merge Selected Chapters to combine these elements into a single chapter. Similarly, if Vellum fails to detect the beginning of a new chapter in your manuscript, you can extract it using the Split feature. Now that I've cleaned up my Vellum file, I'd like to import one final element into it. If you'd like to import into an existing book, you can do so by dragging any docx file from the Finder and dropping it into Vellum's navigator. Should you make changes in your manuscript, you can re-import from the original file by going to the main File menu and selecting Re-import Word File. This will import your updated manuscript and replace the content that was previously imported. Any front or back matter that you've added in Vellum will remain in place. Congratulations! You now know how to import a Word file. For more details, you can find our other tutorials on importing linked in the description to this video. If you have questions, feel free to contact us. The best way to do that is to go to the main Help menu and select Contact Vellum Support.